Before I read this poem, I want to give credit where credit is due. I first learned of and experienced Zuihitsu, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing the word too badly, from reading a book by Kimiko Han called The Narrow Road to the Interior, a marvelous collection I can't recommend too highly to everyone. Zuihitsu translates as, it's a Japanese word, Zuihitsu translates as some variously, it translates variously as follow the brush, the running brush. The notion being that this form of writing, first of all, goes back to somewhere around 1000 AD and the Pillow Book. Brush and ink being the way that certainly Japanese writing happened for a very long time, and down to the present day in Buddhist monasteries and among Buddhists, practicing Buddhists, especially I think Zen Buddhists, Zen art practice incorporates, involves brush painting, using a special kind of brush and a special kind of ink to record the mind's movements. Now, I hope that doesn't sound too esoteric, I don't know what, esoteric, precious, whatever negative adjective you want to apply. But Zuihitsu is, I found, a marvelous practice, a marvelous way of writing that allows a kind of associative freedom that's unique in my experience. It incorporates or can incorporate bits of essayistic prose. There are no size, length requirements of any sort in piecing together a Zuihitsu. Essayistic prose, dream fragments, what we might call surrealistic imagery, lines of verse, whether lengthy, of course that's all comparative, but lines of verse, shards of imagery. It's an intuitive form that, certainly for me at this point in my writing life, has a great deal of appeal and a great deal of pleasure I've experienced. And from reading other people thinking about this practice and writing about it, there's a certain kind of, a particular kind of freedom. Zuihitsu isn't just anything at all, but it incorporates or allows to be exercised mental processes of consciousness that other forms of poetry and writing doesn't, at least in my experience. So, with that, no doubt, roundabout introduction, I'm going to read this Zuihitsu called Nneka Asks. Nneka asks how many animals she needs. Siegel's vacuum cleaner nearly filled the closet. I ate a huge plate of spaghetti and clam sauce while Joe T. narrated his dinner with Chris. His mustache seemed sentient. Wobbly Formica table Marianne had given me. Plate Andy had given me. Green aluminum cup frigid in the blazing kitchen. Fluoride, clarification, the tunnel of the sinuses. A toddler in brown corduroy overalls. The handbell choir, and one's name stamped in gold beneath revised standard version. Now, vision number 34A, subparagraph 73, accession number 459,201. The spring gale shoves her through the venerable, slamming door into Baker Hall, blonde hair blown round her face, lips and cheeks flushed, peacoat unbuttoned, scarf floating, gleeful eyes. Oh, hello there. Just past noon, uniformed kids clutching greasy newspaper packets of fish and chips fill 2 blocks of Bonnyrigg. Sipping the morning's first coffee, I glance at the foothills of fear near the stove, and the hillocks I must traverse to gain the stairs. Something slips a metaphysical rapier beneath my 3rd and 4th rib. Exhaustion's revelry. Italian minutes, Roman filth in the precincts of Seneca, acidic atmosphere blissful, 2 women in pleated skirts strolling by, drooping black leather bags swung amid their laughter's eloquent barks, noses called strong in certain circles, eyes anthracite black, cheekbones demanding Da Vinci's hungry ghost render them permanent as summer noon, chevron-shaped mouths, the nibbler of amaretto cookies, the quaffer of impossible espresso, the burbler of nonsensical syllables, wants to kiss without cease right there for the next 57 centuries. A cackle, an omen, a toss of the coins, of chaos, lava lapping the shore of every strand of hair. Step lightly. Once, over the phone, his sister said, "Ordinary days are fine. I like ordinary days."